In this video, we're going to be talking about graphing linear equations of the form y equals mx plus b, which is slope-intercept form. Okay, so y is equal to mx plus b. M stands for the slope. Okay, so m is your rise over your run. Okay, so your rise means up and down. So if it's positive, then you'll be going up. If it's negative, you'll be going down. Your run is left and right. So if it's positive, you'll be going right. And if it's negative, you'll be going left. Okay, the b is your y-intercept. And that's where you'll cross the y-axis. Okay, so let's take a look at this first problem. We've got y is equal to 2x. So first we have a slope of 2. So m is equal to 2, and we can write that as 2 over 1 if we want. Okay, so that will give us a slope. You could also say that this is negative 2 over negative 1, because negative 2 divided by negative 1 is also positive 2. This gives us two different ways of using the slope. Okay, now for b, there's no number out here. It's just 2x, and there's no plus any or minus any number out here. So that means it's plus 0, which means that where we're crossing the y-axis is going to be 0. So here's the y-axis, and I'm putting it at 0 right there. So this is where we're going to start. This is our first point on our graph. And then we're going to use the slope either in positive 2 over positive 1 form or negative 2 over negative 1 form. Okay, so let's start here, and we'll use the positive one. So that means rise 2, run 1. And I can do that twice if I want. Rise 2, run 1. Or you could go back to this point and go down to left 1. And that's using this slope. And then you've got your line. And you really only need 2 points to make a line. But it helps us sometimes to get more than 1 point to draw the line. Okay, so let's look at our next one. We've got y is equal to negative 4x. Our slope, m, is equal to negative 4. So that could be written as negative 4 over 1 or positive 4 over negative 1. Okay, so we can use both of these slopes. Again, we don't have a plus or minus a number here. So our b is going to be 0, which means we're crossing the y-axis there at 0. Okay, so let's use our slope. First, let's use this one that says down 4, right 1. So down 4, right 1. Or let's use this one which says up 4 and left 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, and left 1. And then we have this graph right here. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. So y is equal to 1/2 x. That means our slope is equal to 1 over 2, and our b is equal to 0. Okay, so we could also write the 1 over 2 as negative 1 over negative 2, like we did on the other problem. Again, we don't have a number out here, so we're starting at 0. And we use our rise over run, so 1 up, 2 over, 1 up, 2 over. Or use this one, which says 1 down, 2 left, 1 down, 2 left. And connect the dots, and we've got a line. Okay. Let's look at these. So this one, again, our b is 0, because we don't have a number out there, but our slope is negative 2 over 3, or you could write it as 2 over negative 3. Okay, so we'll start at 0. Let's use the first slope, which says down 2, 3 right, down 2, 3 right. Or our other slope says up 2, 3 left. Okay, and there's enough to draw the line. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. So we got y is equal to 2x minus 5. This time we do have a y-intercept other than 0. So b is equal to negative 5. That's where we're going to cross the y-axis. So down here to negative 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right there. And then our slope, m, is equal to 2 over 1 or negative 2 over negative 1. So 2 over 1 is probably one we want to use because we're already at the bottom of the graph, so we want to be going up. So let's use the first one only. Up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, over 1, 2 over 1. That's enough. Okay, so there we go. And there's our line. Okay, on this one we've got negative 5 is our slope. So m is equal to negative 5 over 1 or 5 over negative 1. And our y-intercept is 6. So we can go to 6 to start with. Since it's already at the top, I probably need something that helps me go down. So that's this first one. It says you can go down 5 and right 1. So let's use that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1. And then again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1. And there's our line. That is a really crooked line there, but there we go. Okay, let's quickly go through 6 more. All right, so on this one, there's no number, but there's a negative sign in front of x, so that is m is equal to -1. So it's -1 over 1 or 1 over -1, depending on which direction you want to go. And our b, our y-intercept, is -1. So I'll cross here at -1, and I can go down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1 like this, or I can go up 1, left 1 like this. Okay, so there's my line. Okay, there's your line. So let's look at the next one. So slope is equal to -3 over 1 or 3 over -1, and b is equal to -2. So start at -2, and we can go down 3, right 1, 1, 2, 3, right 1, or we can go up 3, left 1, 2, 3, left 1. Okay, so that is our line, and there we go. All right, the next one, our slope is equal to 1 over 1 or -1 over -1, and our y-intercept is equal to 3. So I'll go to 3, and I can go either down 1, left 1, like this, or I can go up 1, right 1, like this. So there is my line right there. Okay, this one here has a slope of -3 over 4, or you could write it as 3 over -4, and b is equal to -2. So we're going to hit the y-axis at -2, and then let's use the first one first. Down 3, 1, 2, 3, to the right by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, or up by 3, 1, 2, 3, and then left by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay. Next one, we have a slope of 4 over 3 or -4 over -3. And then b is equal to -1, so that's our y-intercept. We can go down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and left 3, 1, 2, 3, or up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So there's our graph. And then one last one. We got m is equal to -1 over 3 or 1 over -3, and b, our y-intercept, is equal to 2. So I'll hit the 2 right there, and I can either go down 1, 3 right, 2, 3, or I can go up 1 and 3 left, 1, 2, 3. And there is my line, and that's it.